America's favorite cat and mouse duo enter the real world in a movie that nobody asked for. Welcome to the 2-Minute Review. My name is Tate and I'll be your host today. And this week, we take a look at live action Tom and Jerry. Roll the clip.
This hotel has been host to 4 presidents, 3 popes, 2 kings, and we're about to host the wedding of the century.
Do you think you're qualified to take on this position?
I shine under pressure, like a diamond. Or Rihanna.
So, to share in some of America's national treasures, I brought in my cousin from China to take a look. So Felix, what did you think about Tom and Jerry?
Man, the movie, at first I thought it was gonna be a really funny movie, but after watching it, I was so disappointed.
Did you actually grow up watching Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, I mean, Tom and Jerry, I grew up watching it. Like, it is one of my favorite cartoons. But it's not really like one of those cartoons where you're gonna be like, what's next on Tom and Jerry? It's just you watch it and you just want to watch the interaction between a cat and a mouse chase, right? So, like, in this movie, I didn't see much of that element at all.
Which is actually ironic. I actually never grew up watching Tom and Jerry, but then like I grew up watching the other Hanna-Barberas like Scooby-Doo and then a little bit of the Jetsons. I haven't seen any of those kind of movies in a while. The last one I saw was Scooby-Doo back in the 2000s, and they did a really good job of kind of creating that feel. Did you think this movie paid homage to the original style of Tom and Jerry?
Well, like I said, I feel like they didn't really do a good job in that, in the sense where they show very little element of a cat and a mouse chase. And my feeling with this movie is more like a very shallow romance movie almost.
Well, it almost is, and it actually turns out that Tom and Jerry aren't even the main characters. It's actually the character of Chloe Grace Moretz. Exactly. But did you find the connection between her and the cat and mouse? Do you like that kind of connection or that dynamic?
Not really. It felt separated for some reason.
We have a mouse problem.
With the what now? I'll catch it, sir.
Everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try.
Oh wow, this is so detailed.
If you were to pick one thing you really didn't like, what would be the thing that really kind of irked you about this?
Probably the romance story. Like, you know, the guy not caring about or not understanding what the girl wants. Like, it just felt really shallow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess, like, in that sense, they were kind of caught in between, you know, it's like, how do I entertain kids for an hour and a half, but how do I entertain adults? So, I guess the only kind of conflict they could create in a very expensive hotel was, like, what do people do in hotels? Oh, a wedding, you know, let's throw something big, right? But one thing I was surprised with Tom and Jerry, what they actually, they didn't address it as if it was Tom and Jerry going to the real world. Every animal in this movie was cartoon, so it's almost like Tom and Jerry didn't. Yeah.
Well, nobody thought that a dancing mouse was like unique, or a cat who knows how to play piano.
Yeah, people just went along with it. It's like, oh, just regular cat and mouses that I see every day, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of really well done in that sense. You know, a lot of other cartoons would have taken the other approach, where it's like, oh, the cat and mouse fell down a drain and then they arrived into the human world. But instead, like Enchanted or Who Framed Roger Rabbit or Space Jam. Space Jam.
So they just totally skipped that whole section and just went directly into cartoon characters can be in real world.
Yeah, but I kind of like that actually. You know, they kind of did it so seamlessly, and then in the same sense, the lighting as well as the post production that they used was very bright and vivid. So it blended in really well with the cartoons. Yeah, so I thought from a visual standpoint, it's actually a pretty impressive movie, and I think for kids they'd be entertained just because it was wacky and goofy, and it had enough cat and mouse throughout the movie to kind of keep the kids going. I think for adults, they're just wondering, it's like, this script is so poorly written, and then I don't care about these characters.
Simple, I guess, and just shallow in general.
Yeah, so you kind of got nothing left for it, but overall, like, would you recommend any age group to watch this movie?
if I had to recommend an age group, definitely, like you said, it would be kids. So
Would you
anyone maybe in like grade 4 or under, I think would probably enjoy it.
Yeah. But would you even recommend the kids to do it, or you just be like, kids, just skip it? There's better kids movie out there.
Honestly, I think there's better kids movie out there.
What do you think some kids should be watching nowadays?
Paw Patrol. I heard that's very popular.
What the hell's that?
I have no idea, but what I heard is just a few dogs or mini dogs, I guess, doing random things.
I'll call for help! A pup is stuck in a tree! Uh-oh!
Well, you guys heard it from Felix the FOB. Skip Tom and Jerry and watch Paw Patrol. So once again, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us, Felix. Any last things you want to say? I know you got a boat behind you, so you're fresh off the boat, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, that's what it means. Fresh off the boat. But I think we should get the acronym right. Who gets off the boat nowadays? I should be fresh off the plane.
That is true. It was a FOP. I'm not sure. Well, we'll try to have that revised for next time. But guess thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a fun time at Angry Asian Cinemas. Would you like to join us next time as well?
Sure.
All right, sounds good. We'll keep you in mind. But guess we'll pop it back, and then until next time, we'll catch you then.
Yep. Thank you.
We'd like to thank our guest, Felix the FOB, for indulging into America's national treasures. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to join us for next week. But in the meantime, what did you think about the Tom and Jerry movie? Leave a comment below and let me know. And until next time, keep that popcorn warm for me.